Hi guys, how you doing today? This is D. Durrell with D. Durrell Life Solutions. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here today. I'm going to dialogue today with you, have a discussion on why most black women struggle with reporting domestic violence. Now I want you to understand that there's a high level of black women who will experience some level of abuse throughout their lifetime, whether it's physical, psychological, emotional, financial, verbal. All of these types of abuse can have a negative effect on the mindset and the functioning of black women. That's over 41% as I have quoted in previous videos, and I will continue to talk about this throughout my discussions on domestic violence, that black women are at risk, at a higher risk than any other population of women as it relates to domestic violence, percentage-wise, as far as what's being reported. However, black women are least likely or are towards the bottom of being likely to contact the police. And that can be for many reasons. Number one, black women have a tendency to stay in those relationships just as long as any other group of people. Black women, in many situations, try to work things out. They're shamed. There's family shaming of contacting the police. There are a lot of black women who are afraid to contact the police because they know that the way black men are perceived, they think something bad is going to happen to them. And then one would say, well, wouldn't she want something negative to happen to him if she's being treated that way? The answer is no, because many battered women don't want harm to occur to their mate. What they want is for the man to love them, show them emotional support, and no longer engage in that behavior. They want the male to distinguish that type of behavior towards them in order to have a long-lasting, effective relationship. So, for many black women, they find themselves in a situation, particularly with men who want to exploit control, who want to dictate to them how they are supposed to carry themselves, behave, and function. Many black men will use psychological means of manipulation to control the mind or to influence black women not to contact police, not to seek help, not to want counseling, not to move away. And a lot of black men are very, very talented in their verbal prowess to convince black women that you should stay in this relationship. A lot of black women also engage. To me, one of the biggest reasons a lot of black women don't call the police or don't leave those relationships, because they probably saw their mother, a sister, an older sister, aunt, grandmother receive this same treatment. When you are witnessing abuse, you internalize it, particularly as a child, and you may conclude that this is what relationships are about. Therefore, I must allow this type of treatment to occur to me. Now, we all know that that is a very, very maladaptive way of perceiving things. But again, when you are viewing these things and witnessing this at that age, you begin to process it in a way that is quite different from those who've never experienced or witnessed being abused or witnessing someone else being abused. So it's quite different. Although the way most people may look at it is logical, but you also have to assess the fact that their experience is totally different. Therefore, their thought process is influenced by the fact that they've probably seen this repetitiously, and they're trying to make sense of the events that are occurring. I would encourage black women to contact the police and to contact law enforcement, but to also consider the fact that the best form of help is for that male that is abusing them to seek help, whether it's through a BIP program, a battered intervention program, or, some level of anger management or individual therapy. There needs to be some type of service to correct the behavior. Having faith that your boyfriend or husband or mate is going to change on their own will is quite highly unlikely per se. So if you're a black lady that's listening to me and you have experienced domestic violence, you have seen others, take the first step in using tools to cause this behavior to discontinue. No one deserves to be mistreated. No one deserves to be hurt. Some domestic violence becomes fatal, becomes fatalities. Some domestic violence outcomes can lead to permanent physical damage. No matter how desperate a black woman may feel in that situation, there's always the option to leave. And I know it's very scary to think about leaving, particularly if you are financially dependent on your mate to a point that you don't own or have anything in your name. You see, a lot of black women misinterpret that control as love. The attention, even if it's negative attention, that is love, when it's not love. Basically, it's a person who is actually controlling, domineering, and they're not looking out for your best interest. They're only looking out to use you for their best interest. So I want you all to think about the things that I'm talking about today. I definitely would like you to leave comments in the comments section. I definitely want to hear your opinions, particularly the black women. Also, black men, I definitely would appreciate that you would dialogue in the comment section. Please do share this video for anyone that would like to see some type of services. Again, whether it's contacting the police, seeking individual therapy, anger management, or some type of behavioral intervention program. D to Real Life Solutions. Have a great day.